What's good, everybody? My name is The Generation 71. Thank you for tuning back into a little bit more of Call of Duty Exo Zombies. So today's video just kind of showing me finishing the Easter egg personally, but this video isn't necessarily just, you know, hey, yeah, look at me do something awesome. No, okay. But it's also to talk about my feelings towards this particular Easter egg. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to start off by saying I really feel like they did do the mode justice. I mean, it's a good new twist on a classic mode. I do love the way it plays overall. I do love the tactical weapons are awesome. I mean, especially the I forget what it's called, but like the swarm nade. I mean, just the fact that it slows down the zombies, as well as their version of the monkey bombs, the distraction droid, whatever you want to call it. I really love just using the weapons overall. The guns, don't get me wrong, like the cell 3 cauterizer, not really a big fan of it, just because I have a different idea when it comes to special weapons. It's fun to use, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as powerful at later rounds as you would expect it to be for a special weapon. But I digress. The biggest thing though I wanted to talk about was I really am kind of disappointed in this Easter egg, mainly just because it wasn't as, I guess you could say, as intellectual as some of the past Easter eggs have been. I mean, you know, this is coming from the same group that managed to teach you how to, you know, decipher Morse code. This is the same group that taught you how to read music. This is the same group that brought you something called the ternary code, which is, you know, play off the binary code. You know what I mean? And so the fact that you went from something that actually was a puzzle, you went to a Easter egg that's just like, hey, shoot random shit and hopefully something good will happen. You know, it's kind of like a step down, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it is their first Easter egg, so I am trying to be lenient. But it's just not what I expected when it comes to an Easter egg. Because like I said, I mean, especially the one that ticked me off the most was Deckard's key card. Especially, like, you had to figure out how to get to the incinerator room. So that was kind of like a puzzle, I guess you can say. But when it came to overall trying to find the key card, it's just like, yeah, hey, shoot the dirt, and hopefully eventually the key card will like show up. It's like, really that's what you're supposed to do? I think the only one I would give a pass to would be the admin's key card and the janitor's key card, just because with those ones at least they were kind of puzzly. I mean, especially like the fact that you need to be infected, you need to hit the, you know, the doors in the admin section. With that one, it's still kind of based on luck, just because you had to be infected and try that out. So that was still kind of, but at least with the janitor, it was hidden. You had to kind of figure out how to get into that particular area. So with that one, I'll give a pass. But then as well as, I think it was like Lilith. I'm hoping it's a chick I'm playing as right now. If that's not her name, sorry, it's a chick. I'm just going to say that. With hers, it was just all, hey, yeah, you got to hack the 3D printer. So at least you knew what you had to do. But anywhere did it show. It's like, oh yeah, take the EM1 gun, shoot it at the 3D printer, use the 3D printer, and that's when the card actually shows up. It's like, really, you know, I don't know, it's hard to give that one a pass, just because, yeah, again, it's just, yeah, shoot shit and hopefully something happens, you know. And so I just have higher expectations when it comes to Easter eggs. I'm really hoping that, you know, the later Easter eggs will actually will actually have something a little bit more intellectual, not something that's so based on luck, you know what I mean? But overall, like I said, don't get me wrong, I think the mode is great, what they've done, and especially when it comes to the story. I know a lot of people were disappointed in the ending. I am not so disappointed because, of course, it is the first map. You know, we didn't have that much when it came to Nukter and Toten. Even the map after that, 5, you know, was in a story in itself, you know what I mean? So I don't really bash them for the story, because I know, you know, they're just getting started. They have to start somewhere. And I think especially, yes, the cutscene may not have provided as much as we would have wanted, but, I mean, you can't even really call it a cutscene. But I think playing, especially with 4 players, just the banter between the people, I think that's enough to give us kind of a good idea where this series might go in the future. You know what I mean? At least I would expect it to go in the future. I mean, I know they haven't really said it like fully. It's like, oh yeah, there will be a zombie mode or a new zombie map every single DLC, but I'm hoping that's what they're going to end up doing, you know what I mean? That would be kind of nice. So, but overall, like I said, just am kind of disappointed with the Easter egg, but I'm hoping they do, I guess, redeem themselves later. Because like I said, we know they can do better. We know they can do better. It was a hard Easter egg, but it was just, again, because it was based on luck. It wasn't based like, okay, it's a hard Easter egg because you have to somehow decipher a new whole math system and implement it to 3 different puzzles. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything like that. So But like I said, we have a couple of months until the next one, so I'm hoping with Sledgehammer they don't, or not, well, Sledgehammer and as well as with Raven Software, they don't get too, you know, I guess confident, or I guess they don't just get too, you know, cozy in their seats. I'm hoping that they will strive for something bigger and, you know, greater overall. But please, please, please bring back the distraction drone. I love that little guy. It's awesome. I will say it's kind of hard to choose, you know, between the swarm and the distraction drone. But alright guys, I'm going to cut it there for now. Now let me know what you think about the Easter egg overall, what you expect in the future, just your thoughts down in the section down below. But anyways, this has been the Generation 71 coming back with his sexy mic. Oh yeah. And we will catch you guys later.